This is our day two of Learn English with me. And right now I'm on my terrace and you can see the beautiful sceneries here, right there. If I show you, it's a cloudy weather and it's been rain for last 2 to 3 days continuously. But right now it's quite relief. And yesterday night we slept over there on the terrace because when you were sleeping in the room that time we faced like it's really hot inside, but when we were sleeping on the terrace it was so satisfying for us. So right now what I'm doing is I'm practicing this language talking to you all in order to improve and in order to become more fluent in this language. Altogether you will be with me on this journey in order to improve yourself. I have already asked you for whenever you are listening any English videos, please sit with pen and paper. And whenever you feel like it is an important point, please try to note it down in your notebook. And then after when you are in the practice session, try to use those words and vocabulary sentences whatsoever you have learned so far. After that, I will tell you one point about Indian people. We are more afraid of vocabulary in the beginning, but that is something we should avoid in the beginning because the only thing is matters if you'll notice. So, this is something called vocabulary. Second thing is accent for Indian people. There's nothing to do with hi-fi or very expensive vocabulary in the beginning because most people use very simple and easy words to communicate with other person because our only motive is to exchange the thoughts and convey our message what we are trying to say. But when we are more obsessed with vocabulary, we are confused. If we are using a normal words in order to express our thoughts, our mind is constantly knocking the door that why you are using those simple words. You should use the high-fi vocabularies. But is there any need of that? In the beginning, there is literally a very contagious obsession with this vocabulary. But after a point, you realize that there's no need, so it's better to use the simple words. Second thing that you can work upon is accent, because Indian people mix their native language with the English accent. Only there's a two problems. If you are using the simple vocabularies, nobody will tell you anything. But if you are using wrong accent, if you're pronouncing in a wrong manner, if you are not using the correct grammatical structures in order to express your thoughts, and that's what we have to avoid. And therefore I'm telling you only work upon your grammar. And how will you work upon that? Simply start watching videos and start noting and jotted down the sentences and the words they are speaking. Second thing that you can do is read broadly. The more you will read, you will come to know what are the structures they are using in the book, in the newspaper, any fictional non-fictional books. I will also suggest you a very simple book is called Alchemist. This is the name actually. And Seek Here, You Can Win. This is the three books. And you can also read My Experiment with Truth by Mahatma Gandhi. So this is the kind of suggestion I'm telling you because I have read 2 to 3 books of which I have told you. And I have noticed one very beautiful thing is there is a beautiful flow in that. And if you will follow it, so you will feel the drastic changes in upcoming time because the way I'm speaking right now, it feels like I'm already trained. My muscle memory, if you'll notice how I'm pronouncing the words, I'm able to think in English. Whatever the thoughts is coming to my mind, it is very clear. I'm not getting fumble. I'm not, stopping. I'm not struggling with words and sentences. And this is the power of reading book broadly. Second thing is watching videos with the patience, whatever your interest, sports, tech, or maybe blogging, or exploring the world, whatsoever is interest. Based on that, try to listen and try to watch those kind of content will help you improve your English. But if you are not practicing it, whatsoever knowledge you have feeded in your mind, and if you are not in the real practice, you are not going to command over this language. So Understanding and accumulating knowledge is also important equally than practicing the language. How will you practice? Find out the partner. Second thing you can do is you can go on online platform, and platform name I will tell you. CV application is there, and another is S Fluency. PKX is there, right? Depending on your desire, depending on your wishes, you can install those online application. If you are a person like me who learn English, from home, this is something which will help you. And I'm actually practicing so randomly. I'm telling you whatsoever I have learned so far in my life. I have been practicing this language more than 2.5 years. Okay, and therefore I have such experience which will help you and help me to speak this language fluently. And our motive shouldn't be always to speak fluently. Our motive should be to convey the message. And if you will more focus on that, we'll be able to use the simple words, simple vocabulary, simple sentences. And that's how we are going to command over this language very strongly. And believe me, practice is equally important, because when you are in a real practice, you will notice that you are getting blank because of lack of structure and system. And second thing is that you will be struggling for words and sentences. You will be completely scared. You will be completely afraid of, fear of judgment. What if that person will say something bad about me? What if I'm using the wrong sentence structure and the wrong words, so that person will actually scold me and they will make a fun of me? So these kind of judgment and criticism, when you'll feel inside of your head, then only the real practice begins. And that's how we learn things. But you have to face all of this, what, because this is a very common thing and common part of the journey of spoken English. And that's how you have to learn it. And I hope this video made a sense for you all. And I'm going to continue the series for 30 days, and this was my day second. Learn English with me. Till then, keep learning, keep going. And if you have any doubt, just comment below. I'm gonna answer there. See you. Take care.